Have you ever noticed that the very things we run away from often hold the key to the things we desperately seek? That light cannot exist without darkness, that strength is born from weakness, and that every joy has been shaped by pain. What no one told you about polarity is that life itself is designed to be a dance between opposites. And unless you understand this balance, you will always feel torn, always feel incomplete. When we were children, we thought the world was simple, good and bad, happy and sad, winners and losers. We thought one side of the coin was worth keeping and the other should be avoided at all costs. But as we grew older, something strange happened. We discovered that our happiest moments often carried a shadow. The laughter of a birthday faded into the silence of loneliness when everyone went home. The pride of an achievement was followed by the weight of what's next. And in those moments we began to realize opposites are not enemies. They are partners. If joy is real, why does it disappear? If love is true, why does it hurt? If success is worth chasing, why does it feel empty the moment I reach it? These questions haunt us until we see that the very fabric of existence is woven with threads that pull in two directions. Without cold nights, the warmth of morning would mean nothing. Without silence, music would just be noise. And without loss, love could never feel so precious. The truth is, we spend most of our lives fighting polarity. We try to hold on to the good while running as fast as we can from the bad. But here's the secret. The harder you resist one side, the more the other slips away too. Think about it. When you numb yourself to avoid pain, you also numb your capacity to feel joy. When you avoid risk to stay safe, you also avoid the thrill of truly being alive. When you bury your anger, you bury your passion too. It's like trying to breathe in without ever breathing out. The imbalance suffocates us. Reflection. Maybe that's why I feel so restless. Maybe that's why, no matter how much I chase happiness, it runs faster than me. Because I keep refusing to accept its shadow. The balance of opposites isn't a philosophy. It's reality. Every heartbeat depends on contraction and release. Every sunrise exists because of a night. Every soul grows not despite struggle, but because of it. Imagine standing at the edge of an ocean. Waves crash forward, then pull back, forward, back. This rhythm never ends. Now imagine if the waves only came forward and never returned. The ocean would cease to exist. That's life. That's polarity. Forward and back, gain and loss, love and heartbreak. What no one told you is that the opposites are not flaws in the system. They are the system. The beauty of a flower comes not just from its bloom, but from the certainty of its fall. The meaning of life is not found in endless happiness, but in the dance between happiness and sorrow. And once you see that, everything changes. You stop running from pain. You stop clinging desperately to pleasure. Instead, you begin to flow. You begin to see life as waves, always rising, always falling, and you are the ocean. Here's the paradox. The moment you embrace both sides, you discover a deeper peace than chasing one could ever give. When you welcome darkness, light feels brighter. When you accept endings, beginnings feel richer. When you stop resisting polarity, you start living. Soft reflection. Maybe the purpose of life was never to escape the opposites, but to learn how to dance with them. Because in the end, life is not about choosing sides. It's about holding both in your hands and realizing they were never separate. So tonight, as you sit with your thoughts, remember this. The storm and the calm, the joy and the sorrow, the rise and the fall. They are not there to break you. They are there to complete you. And when you finally see that balance, you will no longer be afraid of what comes next. You will simply be. Let me tell you a story. There was once a man who built his entire life chasing success. From the outside, he had it all. The house, the car, the recognition. But inside, he felt hollow. One day, everything he had worked for collapsed in a single blow. The business failed. Friends he trusted disappeared. The world that once applauded him went silent. At first he thought it was the end. The darkness swallowed him whole. He couldn't see a way forward. But in that silence, in that painful emptiness, something unexpected began to grow. For the first time in years, he noticed the sound of his child's laughter. For the first time, he noticed how peaceful the morning air felt. For the first time, he realized his worth had never been tied to the things he owned. The collapse that broke him also set him free. Loss gave birth to clarity. Pain gave birth to depth. The very thing he feared the most became his greatest teacher. Inner monologue. So maybe it isn't about escaping pain. Maybe it's about learning what it came to teach me. Maybe every dark room I've entered was simply hiding a hidden doorway to something bright. Look closer. Wasn't there, hidden beneath all of it, a seed? A conversation that never would have happened. A change you never would have made. A strength you never would have discovered. That's the secret no one told you. Polarity doesn't just balance life. It grows you. It stretches your soul to places it never could have reached without the opposite pulling you. Picture a bow and arrow. The further the string is pulled backward, the further the arrow flies forward. That's polarity. The setback stretches you, so you can move further than you imagined. The heartbreak cracks you, so more love can pour through when it comes. The failure bends you down, so you can rise taller than before. But here's the tragedy. Most people quit when life pulls them back. They curse the darkness. They resist the pain. And in doing so, they never let the arrow fly. But what if you didn't quit this time? What if you allowed the pull to prepare you? What if, instead of fearing the opposite, you trusted it? That shift alone can change everything. Look around. Everywhere you see polarity, day and night, winter and spring, birth and death. The universe is built on it, and so are you. Once you accept this, your story changes. Struggles stop feeling like punishment. They become preparation. Joy stops feeling fragile. It becomes sacred. I no longer need to fight life's opposites. I just need to live them fully, honestly, without fear. And when you do, you step into something rare, a life not of constant chasing, not of endless resisting, but of quiet, steady balance. So when life gives you the thing you didn't want, pause, look deeper, ask yourself, what is the opposite hiding here? What balance is life trying to show me? Because often, the very thing you thought would destroy you is the very thing shaping you into someone you were always meant to become.